Astra Avisask. We meet again, you two.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us today?
Commissions, huh? Let me think. Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academia's Academic Symposium this afternoon and recite a love poem on stage.
Wait, say what now?
And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing the poem.
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
I see. In that case, please go to Port Ormos and convince the Eremites that—
Hey, that's not any better.
I'm sure the mercenaries will have some—
Paimon's gotta ask. Just—
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often. Ah, so it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes. When did you get into her head? From when she said, Ad Astra Abisask. So it's been you this whole time? Are you done, Russ? Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways. And I even had a really, really long dream. It was another dream about the Sumeru festival. In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace. And everyone— I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Night of Flowers, raised me really— You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sumeru festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to— Huh? Wasn't I describing a— No! We aren't pitying you. That would only make everything worse. By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing? The Homianis haven't allowed any visitors after the— Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human— But for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring— Right. Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like— So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the Sage's activities. Oh, good point. Sorry, adventurers. We're gonna be borrowing Catherine for a little while. Let's continue our chat here. Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can— Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now— No way, that's too risky. You mean it'd be too easy to get caught? No, it's not that. We shouldn't, and doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish— That's a good point. Spoken like the— We're in the dark as of now, since we still don't know anything about their goals. After all, every person in Sumeru City is one of their— I've already tried that, but all the key members of the Academia, even though it seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Have you already caught the Sage's attention? I'm guessing not yet, but distrusting me would make perfect— In any case, I probably can't take over their minds. Are we really up, Nahida? You're super smart, so you already have something in mind. According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the Academia, rejecting impractical— Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? You don't have to use that kind of gimmick to make us take your ideas seriously. Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the lead, then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't— You're saying we should recruit a spy? Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he acts alone. Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you— Sitaria. Paimon remembers now. We ran into her basically every time the Sumeru festival repeated itself. Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke to Nilu. Mm-hmm. I've always liked observing all kinds of people. She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special— Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special then. Paimon— The name Sitaria means star. When she lived in the desert, she shone like— Later on, she was chosen by the sun. Soon after, the star witnessed the star began to waver. Instead of staying beside such as— But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes. From the sound of it, Sitaria's just hung up on the research opportunity, but she doesn't really support the academia. She still feels guilty about not doing more for the desert, right? Indeed. When they are presented with complex moral issues, many people will simply plug their ears. She's suppressing a lot of guilt. But before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. Right. We must somehow make her face her that way. Not only can we get useful intel from her, from my past observations, Sitaria will take a day off from the academia every 10 days to do some shopping in the city. Tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping day for her. To prepare, let's go check out some of her favorite spots. This should be Sitaria's favorite fortune-telling spot. So should we ask— No, I already have enough information on Sitaria. The most hacking style and—
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fates? The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears.
Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh. My friend here has some doubts regarding his future. Can we get a fortune reading for him?
Of course, of course. In that case... It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Health prospects. The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. Your life shall continue on for... many tens of thousands of years? Impossible. Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably...
I admit that the orientation...
Is that so?
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut...
Is this another one of Sitaria? Yep. It belongs to a king. His father, when I start talking with him. But...
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret.
That's nice.
So,
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg. Since he had already saved enough mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
No problem. Rest easy, all our goods are sure to meet your every need.
This should be our final stop. Sataria's always thinking of this Nahida, you... It's my duty to protect Sumeru's city.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh?
If I recall, you were having a discussion.
Ah, that's right. I've always been really... After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port. I came to Sumeru to study, but I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars. And I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement.
What an admirable spirit for learning.
Sure, but you'll find hardworking people wherever...
So this restaurant has a basement as well?
That's right. It's not usually...
I see. Yes, that makes sense.
I must have met her somewhere.
So, was that everybody? Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Sataria. What's the point of all the information we've... Sataria is already used to avoiding her problems. I remember that you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormos are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of the Scarlet King. Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Sataria. Oh, Paimon gets it now! You want to take it. Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages. Well, the Scarlet King is long gone, and Sataria is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks. If we simply engaged her under the guise of the Scarlet King's believers, she would definitely be wary of us. But if we were to borrow some of her close... So, you mean you're going to possess those people we just talked to? Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Imply that they've already converted. As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Sataria. So that's how you... Exactly. Huh? That's no problem at all. Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them. You're not wrong. It's always been painful. If it was at all possible, I would... Yeah, don't beat yourself up. All right, then let's give it a... Oh, here she comes. Satori is here. Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her queen, as for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. Paimon looks like they've already started talking. Let's find out.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
Oh, of course I'm listening.
Okay then. You just seem to... Strange. Your cats seem pretty I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they?
Ahem. So, which four...
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish?
I hear you. No problem at all.
Sorry, your new lap.
Oh, please pick. The gods are asking Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know if...
Sataria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the god. And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all, the Scarlet King.
The Scarlet King? No wonder he would make such a demand. Even though news of the Scarlet King's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can the Scarlet King...
What insolence! I am the Scarlet King's most loyal but...
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his... I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
Oh, she just... Well done. Sataria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core. Aw, Nahida, it's... All I know are some abstract Harabatop theories. And in any case, anyway, enough of that. That King's now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away!
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again? Oh, right. Your old man. Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Oh, that's good to hear. I've been thinking. Actually, while we're talking about him...
Yeah, He's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Please pass on that recently, faith in the Scarlet King. He has a quick temper, and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want—
Oh? So, who are you siding with? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to—
Akeem! You don't mean... You've also—
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who—
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this. You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. But once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to remind— Come on! Sataria's already started.
So, Shishan, like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Oh, right. Speaking, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never—
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to the Scarlet King as well!
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed. In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed?
Please, please stop!
Even now, Sataria's still trying to run from her. She can no longer justify everything to her. Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards! What should we— This is the most important part of all.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Matra right away.
Please, try to remain calm, miss.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
The Scarlet King! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Miss Sataria, nothing is impossible.
You know my name?
The Scarlet King is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price. You must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared. Child of the Scarlet King, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
I've also been, but no matter how much I may try.
You won't necessarily... That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the Academia. If you could provide some assistance in this matter.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Please tell me, what can I do?
How much do you know about the Sage's current activity?
I was just one of the designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, which is what happened, but I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume I've just been working to meet the Grand Sages. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city.
To fight against the Academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there...
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the... One thing, though. I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the... let me see...
The Academia entrance.
Don't worry about that. I assure you, I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to...
All right, I trust you.
So, If
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
the Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of... Maybe it's time for me to find a god to...
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring the Traveler's execution was ingenious. Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening... Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we to... No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that. That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind. Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot... If something were to happen, my existence after all, the Academia should still be unable to Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking. Anyway, enough about that. Let's just switch off. What do you feel is up? It's the middle of the night. Of course. No, I think he's right. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure. Huh. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Sataria figured out a... I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little off. Well, regardless, as long as you're here with us, Paimon... There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the Academia, and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards. People doing here at this hour of the night?
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the Academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor. If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City! What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
Oh no! What should we do? These are all just regular people! Leave now. You need to get out of here. What? That guy's a Fatui Harbinger! We can't just leave you here! Nor can I abandon The people of Sumeru! Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the God of Wisdom.
This should be far enough. Paimon needs to catch her breath first. Is Nahida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her. Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was he called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did say that, and that even the sages are wary of him. Yep, sounds like she must have been yeah. Now that the Doctor's in the picture, but what are the Fatui after this time? Another note, yeah. Things what Nahida said, we'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't just keep you mean, oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work, even though he turned it down at the time? There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharvaville.
Hold it right there. A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you all right. Take a look around. You've fallen right in...
Are you mercenaries from the Corps of 30?
Corps of 30? We're nothing like those government lapdogs who don't even get scraps for their... We are an elite brigade that commands the highest commission rate in all of Sumeru.
The outcast? An outcast from... But why wouldn't the Doctor just send the Fatui after us?
Still wasting time on idle chit...
You're up, Traveler!
Following orders.
A new punching bag. The wind's risen.
Take flight!
That's close enough.
A new punching bag.
Sakura swirl! My apologies!
It isn't over yet! Here comes reinforcements!
One with nature.
Whirling snow!
That was pretty rough. Is that what elite mercen? Yeah. But this doctor guy seems like a pretty tough opponent. Going up against smart people is tough. Anyway... on? What are you two doing back here? Kale! It's nice to see— To be honest, I'm not doing too well. My Elazar has been progressing at a As a result, Master Tainari is taking me off the patrol schedule. Oh, Kale! Speaking of Tainari, did he go off on patrol? We're here to talk to him. Oh, Master Tainari? You just left the— He left? What? I thought it was weird too. Master Tainari, oh no. I only found out that he left through a message he left behind. To leave in such a hurry? Master Tainari originally studied in the Amorta Darshan of— I know that before he became a forest watcher. Master Tainari— A research base, huh? Gotta wonder what kind of— Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Party's DI. Got it. Will do. Wait! Look who it is! Thank goodness you're okay. We were so worried about you. Hey! This was supposed to be a touch of— Actually, it's very smart of the Traveler to be wary of me right now. After all, the doctor has shown that his technology— Plus, it's not like you could have known what happened after we split up, and I was even a pool of stagnant water after a torrential storm can occasionally— Paimon feels like only the real Nahida could come up with such an obscure— Huh? But I was— Well, we understand that point now. Please, when you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds. Thankfully, when the doctor mentioned depositing instead, he did something closer to creating hallucinations. Luckily, I managed to finish my restoration. What a relief. The doctor sure— I wouldn't be really— I gave away my true identity when I restored everyone's minds. Also, the doctor is already an expert at modifying Akasha terminals. Maybe it's— Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then how do we stop him? He's still at the Academia, so it's possible he already started messing with the Akasha. Ugh, it feels like he's toying with us. Plus, the doctor's combat ability alone is apparently— We shouldn't give up hope just yet. Let's try— Actually, Nahida, how did you know we were— Yes, I have. I can see the Traveler's elemental energy. You didn't come here for sightseeing, right? We're looking for a scholar we know. His name is Tainari, and the sages once tried to reach out to him. Why don't you come inside? Okay, let's just hope.
Traveler?
Ah! The voice! It's Hypatia!
Ah, what a pleasant surprise.
Who's this? She's a scholar we met in the Avidia Forest. When we last saw each other, she was— Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends.
Hypatia, you're way too excited about this. Actually, for you to leave the Avidia Forest means— Wait, no. Did you already finish your training and reach Pariporna life?
What do you think? My consciousness has already...
You did it? Congratulations!
It's so exhilarating to share when my consciousness made contact with the gods.
That sounds incredible!
Oh, all right. Remember? I promised to help you understand what you said. My current self has not only gained true insight.
You can do that? I've never heard of anything like that, but...
Hold on. I brought some spirit borneal with me.
Where—
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll help.
Okay.
Ready?
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies. My fury will never be quelled. The first to betray me was a god. My creator. My mother. Valuing strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest. Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me. Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounced the world and laugh in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity. There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
What was that? Did we actually just see the Baladier's memories? Everything matches what we know about him. But how is he connected to the divine consciousness that Hypatia was talking about?
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic god! Alas, shame. If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a filthy mortal heart.
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no periportal life, but rather...
You! Why are you so mean to me? I found divine wisdom. Shouldn't I receive...
Hypatia?
That's how I always thought everything should... Wait. Have I... already lost my mind?
Wait, something isn't right.
Oh, the Traveler's back?
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you, and after that, Tainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries, and then he ran with us all the way here. What? You swapped places? Wait, then where is Nahida's consciousness?
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Also, while we were running, the consciousness in your body told me to... The doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, but even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusion.
Oh no! Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague. Oh, that makes sense! Since the doctor, even in a moonless night, a shower... Huh. Paimon knows the moon illusions of... Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria. Oh, that makes a lot of sense, but she isn't with...
Paimon, you said Sanctuary of Surasthana.
Your guess is correct, but...
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased, right? I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the Dendro Archons...
Thank you, Tainari. Oh, actually, we came here to ask you a question. What...
Ah, that. While I was indeed invited to join, all I know is that that project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
Huh? Did you see something when you were in Nahida's What?
Do you have any evidence? So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of...
Tainari, did you leave the Avidia Forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather atypical, I secretly took her to Pardes Dii and began searching for a way to return her to her normal self. If I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra. Now that you mention it, I knew the Academia, but I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. Looks like I made the right decision. The Doctor and the Balladeer. We have 2 Fatui Harbingers in Sumeru. From your description, I don't think they've completed their project. But then, what is the connection?
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the Sage's goals. Right, we've pretty much gone over everything.
I'll stay here for now. I still want to... If you're planning to go into the desert, start by... Come find me here if there's anything else I can do to help.
Thanks, Tainari. Hopefully Hypatia will feel better. The meeting spot is on the bank of Cider Lake. You know the way, right?